Darius, you also attended the Summit to Reduce Violence and learned about domestic violence and accountability. Why is that an important conversation to have surrounding domestic violence?
Well, Olivia, as we heard from the speakers, which included Darren McIntosh, the newly appointed Director of Blackman Public Safety, as well as our County Prosecutor, Kelsey Guernsey, that it's not always easy to hold those accountable who engage in domestic violence.
Domestics are especially difficult because you really are dealing with a totally different set of emotions, and they're completely unpredictable.
It was very eye-opening to hear the kinds of difficulties that law enforcement officials face.
Well, by the time police arrive on scene, especially if your perpetrator has knowledge that 911's been called and police are about to arrive, we often see that stories have changed.
And then, of course, we had Prosecutor Kelsey Guernsey presenting on how things look from the prosecutor's standpoint.
I think it's absurd that you can assault your wife 3 times before it becomes a felony.
And what it takes to actually be held accountable in a court of law for instances of domestic violence.
You know, we work very, very hard to bring that victim in, and we try a lot of domestic violence cases in Jackson.
And we also heard from the keynote speaker, who is a survivor, and says that the legal system can often be too easy on those abusers.
Right. County Prosecutor Kelsey Guernsey explained that on the one hand, the law is there to provide justice, but at the same time, it's sometimes difficult to get victims to speak if they feel that the legal consequences will be very dramatic for, say, a partner.
It's a balancing act, and honestly, it's a lot led by the victim and the facts of each case, so do we have maybe a victim not so willing to participate? Well, maybe one of these lower on the continuum is better to get some services in the home.
And that was Kelsey Guernsey, Jackson County Prosecutor. I'm your Jackson neighborhood reporter, Darius Udris.
And I'm Olivia Pageau, Fox 47 News.